Hey, what's going on? It's Tafty. Here we are again at Tafty's home for Wayward Guitars. We are mere moments away from finishing this. Well, you are. Mere minutes. I'm gonna be a while. I've got quite a list still to go, and I'm just checking things off it. Some things I did over since the last video. I have rounded over all the corners on the rotor table. I have we finished the neck and it looks spectacular. Alright, that's pretty cool. I think I've sanded the whole thing to 180. So we're doing pretty good. We're in good shape. Today's going to be a busy day though. Come on back. Alright, welcome back to Great Guitar Build Off 2021, episode 6. Yeah, I know there was only supposed to be like 4 or 5 episodes, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, here we are in this state, and the next thing we're gonna do is finish routing the neck pocket. I want to bring it to depth now that I've got this pretty well sanded down to where it's gonna go. Like I said, everything is 180, up to 180, so we're just going to shape a few last things. Let's finish this neck pocket. Alright, so I'm also playing with a new lens this week. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. When I bought my camera, it came with a 1855 zoom lens. And the lens that I've been using up to this point is a 35mm prime, which really hasn't allowed me to get in close. Also, it keeps me from, well, as you guys know, there's a lot of limitations to something like that. So, I'm hoping that the kit lens is quiet enough when it autofocuses to be able to use in video. Yeah. Alright, well, we're all routed out. Now it's time to check to see if I've completely destroyed it. I'm just kidding. Just to see, make sure that I'm at the right depth. I like the looks of that. So we have our bridge, and the way that we check the depth of our neck is we put our bridge all the way down. In other words, back off the screws for the saddle until the saddles actually touch the bridge. And we start there. The frets should be on the same plane as the very tops of our saddles. That way, all we have to do is adjust our saddles up 5/64ths of an inch or so, and we're there. So, let's just see if we're even in the ballpark. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just as good to be lucky as it is to be good. So, yeah, I'll take it. That's perfect. Great fit, too. It's a good neck joint. Alright, so we've got a ton of sanding to do here. And I guess before we get to the machine part of it, what we'll do is try to knock these edges down. Right along here, and same thing right along here. Also on the walnut. I'm going to go with the smallest block first. Another thing that I want to do is just kind of smooth these out a little bit, the swoop. It's damn near where I want it, but yeah, I just got to. Alright, now we've come to the part of the program where I've got to round over these edges. and also the edges on the walnut. So I'm going to go back to my 180. All right, now for this walnut piece here, I'm going to go with a little bit bigger of a block. Yeah, I think this is going to work. All right, sanding montage. Alright, so I'm really happy how this came out, all the roundovers and everything, and took the sharp edges off of everything. A little shaping at the tip to do, that's kind of sharp. Yeah, alright, so we are done with 180. Let's switch everything over to... Let's switch everything over to 240 so that we can, we'll use the machine and we'll also use the blocks. All right? Oh. All right. Well, all right, that was a whole bunch of sanding. We are to officially 320. And at this point, what I like to do is go get some water and a rag and raise the grain. And I like to do it 3 times. So I'll grab some water and a paper towel. We'll wet the whole body and let the grain come up. Sand that down, more 320. Do that a few times. And after that, we can go to 400 and yeah, we're ready to throw something on there. Now, I've read your comments in the last video, and I love the idea of yellow and natural walnut. I've got this really killer yellow. It's a leather dye made from Febrings, and it's super vibrant. So I'm going to throw it on there. We'll knock it back with probably some 400. Yeah, we'll see whether or not it's way outside the box, or maybe we like it. I say we, but you know what I mean. All right, well, these kind of things happen, as you guys can well imagine, with these flutes being as fragile as they are. One wrong move with a sander, and he gets it. Well, he got it. So what I've got here is this tiniest little piece of walnut that fits right inside there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this in. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of thin super glue and then accelerator. Right there. Okay? So that's my plan. Hopefully I'll be able to hold this in a way that you guys can see what I'm doing. So first of all, let me bring everything over here where I can actually use it. And we're going to fit this piece in. All right. See? We can fix these things. Just have to be very careful when I sand that. I'm going to hit that with some 180 to smooth it out, and I'll go back through the grits with it. Let's hit it with a little more super glue because the activator's already on there. So, all right. Now that we've got that crisis under control, and like I said, I just went ahead and sanded it with some 120, 240, 3 something, and we're good. So let's raise this grain. This is an easy step, as opposed to all the other steps. All right. You don't have to see me do this, so I'll bring you guys back when I'm all set. Well, you saw me wet this the first time, and then I let it dry, and I sanded it back to 320. Then I wet it again, and sanded it back to 320. Then I wet it a third time. I have not done anything yet. Easy now. I have not done anything yet, and I am about to sand this probably to 400. Yeah, I'm going to mask all this off, and we are going to put some yellow down on this. All right, I'm all masked up and ready. So I've got all the walnut covered. I've got hopefully what will end up being a really nice line between, well, the yellow is going to go right up to the walnut. So I've got the cap exposed all the way around. And the tape line is at the walnut body. So the first coat I'm going to put on is going to be straight out of the bottle, and I'm going to do that nice and heavy, maybe 2 of those, and then I'm going to go back. I'm going to sand it back after it's dry, and we're going to go in with a 50-50 mix. Are you digging the new lens? Because it's making my life easier. Hopefully it's working out. Yeah. So I ended up buying this because I was doing my version of a Heritage Cherry Burst on that base that I showed you guys. That's been hanging in the background and stuff. Oh my God, you guys were so right. Oh. That is something. Let's get some too. Just got to get into the nooks and crannies. Looks like I have. Well, that's yellow, all right. So yeah, I mean, you have to be ready for whatever top coat it is that you're going to put on here to pull some of the finish. Pull some of the dye right off the wood. So yeah, no big deal. Just go over it a little heavy and be ready for that. All right, so that is it for yellow dye. We're going to stop there, and we're going to let the wipe-on poly pull some of that dye off of the wood. I'm totally okay with that, and yeah. Well, all right, here we are. We've got our color on. I mean, we honestly, we got through a lot of the things on this list. Maybe all of them. Let's check and see. Well, I had already rounded over the edges. Clean up the flutes, yeah, I did that. Ran through all of the grits of sandpaper, we did that. I didn't get to control cavity covers, but I'll do that this week, and if you guys can follow me on Instagram, at Tafty's Guitars, or on Facebook, at Tafty's Guitars, I'll post my updates there, because I'm not going to be able to get everything in on one more video, so there's going to be some Instagram stuff going on. See what else. Oh, side dots on the neck. No, I haven't done that yet. Drill out neck bolts. No. Although I do have the ferrules. I got those. Oh, poke holes for the wires. Yeah, I did that. That's good. Okay. And controls and well. Well, here's the thing. We're almost done. I swear. And the pickups will be here in a few days. That's good news. So, yeah. One more video. Who do I sound like? Anyway. Well, hey, speaking of that, at the time that I'm filming this right now, I saw Ben Crow's finished guitar, and I might be stealing an idea from him. I'm not going to paint this silver, but I might be stealing an idea from him. More on that later. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget to subscribe and throw some comments in there. What do you think? I mean, you guys picked the yellow, as far as I'm concerned. All right, I like yellow, so it wasn't really that hard of a decision. But tell me what you think. So you gotta remember all the hardware is not on it, and that usually makes a huge difference. Yeah. Join me next time when I'll be scrambling. It should be fun. All right. Thanks, guys.